Hi guys, Mrs. Gossett here. In video 2, we talked about marking and diagramming the subject and the action verb. The subject is who or what the sentence is about, and the action verb is a verb that usually shows action. It's something you can see, witness, or experience. So a few of the examples we went over were the bear grabbed a fish from the river. Who or what was the sentence about? It was about the bear, so we underlined it once, and we put an S above it for the subject. And what did the bear do? The bear grabbed. Grabbed it would be our action verb. We underlined it twice and we put an AV over it. We also went over how to diagram a sentence. This is our first diagramming lesson, and it was really simple. It was simply the subject and the action verb. So diagramming, we made a T formation, one line going across, one line going up and down on the left side. It's always going to be the subject. So we said the subject in the sentence was bear. And this is why I like to label it with our little abbreviations on the top, because it kind of helps give you visual instructions as to where to put each word. So subject always goes on the left side, bear, and then the verb goes on the right side of the diagram. The bear grabbed. A follow-up example was the baby slept peacefully. Who or what was the sentence about? It was about the baby. We underlined it once. We put an S over it for subject. And what did the baby do? The baby slept. Underlined slept 2 times. Put an AV over it for action verb. And then we diagrammed baby and slept. Over here, the baby slept. Today, we are going to continue the lesson on diagramming, but we are going to include helping verbs in today's lesson. So what exactly is a helping verb? A helping verb is a verb that supports the main verb. It could give you a little bit more information about the verb, such as when it happened, if it actually happened, or if it did not happen, and what are the helping verbs. I like to use this song, and if I figure out how to, I'll leave a link to the actual video that I use in the classroom. But for now, I'm going to ask you to bear with me. I'm going to go ahead and sing it myself. And it's the helping verb song. This is what I use every year to help my 4th graders remember the helping verbs. It is sung to the tune of Jingle Bells, and it goes a little something like this. Helping verbs, there are 23. Am, is, are, was, and were, being, been, and be. Have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, and would. There are 5 more helping verbs, may, might, must, can, could. And so these are the main helping verbs that we will be using this year for the 4th grade. So when you put a helping verb and a main verb together, this is called a verb phrase. And we're going to learn down here how to find the subject, and instead of just the action verb, we're going to find the verb phrase. So the helping verb and the action verb. Let me grab a marking device here. Alrighty, our first example is she had eaten too much ice cream. She had eaten too much ice cream. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit so that you could see the helping verbs up here. So who or what is the sentence about? She had eaten too much ice cream. The sentence is about she. She is the subject. So we're going to underline it once. We're going to draw a vertical line to separate it from the rest of the sentence. And I'm going to put my abbreviation S up there for subject. Let's zoom in a bit. She had eaten too much ice cream. Now, what did she do? What is the action verb? She did what? She eaten. Eaten is an action verb in the past tense. But right before that is a helping verb, the verb had. And you can tell it's a helping verb because it's listed right here in this song, had. So instead of just marking the action verb by itself, we're going to mark the helping verb with it, okay? Had eaten. And if you want, you could put a little HV for helping verb there. You don't need to, but I just like to do extra things like that sometimes to kind of remind me of what each word in the sentence is. She had eaten. That is the subject and the verb phrase. So again, we're going to draw our basic diagram. The subject always goes to the left side and is separated by that vertical line. And what did she do? She had eaten. Okay, so instead of just writing one word over here, we're writing 2 words. We are writing the helping verb and the main verb. And so we're writing the subject and the verb phrase. Next example. I might visit my cousins this weekend. Who or what is the sentence about? Is it about the cousins? Are they the ones that are visiting people? No, the cousins are not visiting people. It's I. I am visiting people. So I'm going to underline I once. I is the subject. Let's put an S over it for subject. And let's underline the verb phrase 2 times. Might visit. What am I going to do? I might visit. And you can see might located. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, right here at the bottom. Might. Might is right here in the song at the very bottom. It is a helping verb. Okay, and the way helping verbs support the main verbs is for this first example, she had eaten. It tells you that she's not eating right now. She's not going to eat in the future. She had eaten. It's telling you that she ate in the past, okay? And the second example, I might visit my cousins this weekend. Might visit. The might is telling you that it hasn't happened yet, but there's a possibility that it will happen in the future. Next example, he is training for a marathon. Who is training for a marathon? He. He is training. Let's put the subject there. He is training for a marathon. What is he doing? He is training, okay? Put an AV there. Is training, it's telling you that he is currently training. He is in the process of training. And how do we know is a helping verb? Well, it's listed up here in our helping verb song. Is. Boop. If it's in this song, then it is a helping verb. So let's diagram that sentence. We'll put the subject on the left side of the diagram and the verb phrase on the right. Training. There we go. And the last example at the front of this page, we should help Mrs. Donaldson with her groceries. Who or what is the sentence about? It is about we. We is the subject. And the sentence is telling you that we should help. Help is an action verb. And the helping verb, should, when put together with help, should help, is telling the reader that they haven't helped Mrs. Donaldson yet, but it's something that they should do. We should, and then help. We should help. Hopefully, I've given you a good idea of what the helping verbs are, and we will go over this song on a regular basis in the classroom. One thing to remember is if a main verb has a helping verb, the helping verb is always going to come before it, okay? It might not be the word right before it. It might have a word in the middle of the two, but that's something we're going to learn in a future lesson. It will always be before it, okay? It will always be before it. It might not be the word directly before it, but it will be before it. The helping verb will always be before the action verb. All right, we have a pop quiz. If you've been studying the helping verb song, this shouldn't be too big of a deal. It says, circle the action verbs and draw a box around the helping verbs. Sweep. What kind of verb is sweep? An action or a helping verb? Well, we can see somebody sweep. It is an action verb. Let's see. Oh, it says circle. I'm sorry. Circle the action verbs. Bin. Bin. Is that something you can witness? No. It's a supporting verb. It's a verb that supports the main verb, and so it is a helping verb. We'll draw a box around that. Hike. Let's go for a hike. That is something fun we can do. Let's circle it because it's an action verb. Could. Helping verb or action verb? Could. We could make cookies for dessert. Could make would be the verb phrase, and could is supporting the action verb make, so could would be a helping verb. Draw a box around it. Trust. That's a tricky one. Trust. Is that an action verb or a helping verb? Trust is an action verb. Now, it's not something you can always witness, but it is something you can experience. And you can witness it in other ways, such as, well, let's say your mom leaves you with a friend to babysit you for a minute. That's a sign of trust right there. If you let someone borrow one of your favorite toys, you're showing them a sign of trust. So in a way, you can kind of witness it, but not always. And so that's a tricky one. The word camp. Camp. Let's camp over here. That is an action verb. Has. Has. I remember that being in our song, so let's draw a box around it. Would. Would. Another helping verb. Would climb. Would cry. Would like. Would watch. Perform. Definitely an action verb. I watched her perform at her piano recital. Perform. Shall. If you guessed helping verb, you guessed right. Good job. So that is our lesson today about helping verbs. When you put a helping verb and a main verb together, it's called a verb phrase, and you underline them both. And you also diagram them both together. So underline them both 2 times in the sentence, and then diagram them together on your sentence diagram. In our next video, we'll talk more about helping verbs and expand on it just a little bit more. See you there.